Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Fox. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's talk about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Give to the running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill.
Tight end trying to get in. And he strides his way into the end zone.
This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. If I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Cook. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds his man in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays up the middle.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Just keep slinging it right down the middle. Complete downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Looking for a crease. It's Harper. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the outside to the left. At the 35, he's got more. Wide open spaces. Inside, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking downfield, it's Cook. Here's a heat. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that lap. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep to the left. He's in open space downfield. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out. At the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ripping through the defense. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Bama, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Cook. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man in the middle. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They want to run it left here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Balls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Alabama pushing the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With the catch, it's Bond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. He's got him in the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, bunch of 150-yard games. This guy is looking like that right now.
And if you're comparing him to somebody like that, you know he's happy, and you know he's eating. So continue to feed him the rock, let him do the rest, having so much success on the ground. It's hard for me to say, hey, let's be balanced. No, give that guy the ball and let him use his balance.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Rifles it down the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown time. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Cook. Finds the tight end. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Cook. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you are...
Into the secondary on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll try to get outside. Turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Wong. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll immediately call timeout.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. And into the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Wong. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the...
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Makes the grab. It's Bond. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Cook. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Toss to the outside. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run the toss. Slithers into space. And the seam on the left. The 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field. Stall.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Wong. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get the corner. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown time! They went for the big play and
receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Cook. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put... Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Works the middle of the field. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Sooners! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw, it's Wong. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Got some room in it at the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Wong. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletions.
And they will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Cook. He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, They got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Guys, here comes that Alabama. It's onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Dropping back, it's Cook. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football. You've lit up the scoreboard, but
he's going to throw deep right side. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Well, Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fires to the big fella. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Cook. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Line gets set, 1st down. Here we go. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Cannot give us up as many sacks as they have. And
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of And
that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Flacco should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants